Welcome, everybody, to the Golden Grizzly Blitz. I'm Giovanni Moceri, here with Patti Cesarini, now in the PAC studio of WXOU, here for your headlines and highlights for this historic week in Oakland athletics.
Let's start off with the history then. Oakland men's basketball beats Kentucky 80-76. Oakland led for majority of the game, and then our history maker was Mr. Jack Golke, tying second place for most threes made in an NCAA tournament. He was 10 for 20 from the three-point line, just absolutely sending Kentucky fans into a tizzy.
He was unconscious the entire time. Some of the craziest three-pointers you've ever seen were going in for Jack Golke. Shocking. The Kentucky Wildcats, one of the blue bloods and one of the godfathers of college basketball. Yeah, and Trey Townsend also got to work. Not to overlook Mr. Townsend, Mr. Oakland there. He had 17 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, and DQ Cole was the sharpshooter, ice in his veins. 3 for 3 from 3, including the last one with 28 seconds left to all but ice the game.
Oh yeah, that dagger 3, so to speak, I guess you can say. But that was their first win in the NCAA tournament, and then moving on to the round of 32 against NC State, where obviously they stuck to Jack like glue, but it also allowed for other players to really step up and shine, and obviously one of those was Mr. Trey Townsend. He had 30 points and 13 rebounds.
It was a game where even though you had the absolute shine and the focus of Trey Townsend, especially towards the second half, but the game was close the entire way. The Wolfpack didn't give up, and we ended up getting the game into overtime. In overtime, however, Golden Grizzlies fell 73-79 to the Wolfpack, sending them to the Sweet 16 and sending our Golden Grizzlies, unfortunately, home.
But at any rate, a great season, a historic season. Lots of things were accomplished for the Golden Grizzlies. They had one heck of a season, and this is something that will literally go down in NCAA history and then Oakland University history as well.
Coming up next for the Golden Grizzlies is baseball, as they went 3-1 over their past 4 games this week, including a revenge tour at Central Michigan as they beat the Chippewas 11-8, and then a 3-game series at Youngstown State to kick off more of the Horizon League play. Oakland went 2-1 in that series.
Unfortunately, they had to end up traveling to Ohio, to Youngstown, to play that series. It was supposed to be originally at home, but due to the lovely Michigan weather, things didn't work out. They moved the series to Ohio, and they won it. They won the series 2-1 after dropping that first game. They came back. You said revenge tour for Central Michigan. This was another revenge tour against Youngstown State, clinching those last 2 games. And, I mean, there was some big stuff that was going on in that game.
Definitely, Oakland outscored the Penguins 27-4 over that doubleheader. 14-1 in Game 2, 13-3 in Game 3. Oakland's offense was just on fire.
And Lucas Day is one of those guys that kept that offense on fire. He just continues to hit bombs throughout this season. In Game 2, hit a home run. He also had 3 RBIs. And then in Game 3, he had a double. And then John Lowinger also went 3 for 4. He's batter of the week for the Horizon League. And then also in Game 3, there were 7 stolen bases. It was free bag all around for the Golden Grizzlies.
And coming up next for the Golden Grizzlies is men's and women's golf, as they took home 2 Under Armour Athlete of the Week honors for the men's and women's.
Hannah Kono was for the women's, and then Robert Burns was for the men's. But I want to take a look at our women's team real quick. They tied for second place, or I should say Hannah Kono tied for second place at the Neville Mead Collegiate, a career best for her. And then the team in general, they were co-champions of the tournament. What a weekend. Way to go, women's golf. And then let's talk about some men's golf.
That's right. Robert Burns led the Golden Grizzlies with a career best 6th place finish at the ECU Intercollegiate, as well as posting a final round of 68, the lowest by all competitors at the event.
Yes, very, very, very impressive. And then somebody else who was also very impressive this past week was Ian Allen. He qualified for the Olympic trials. He'll be going to Indy over the summer, and he qualified in the 200 IM.
It's something that swimmers dream of their entire lives, and Ian specifically said that he's dreamed of this since he was 5 years old.
I know. So heartwarming. But that is it for this edition of the Golden Grizzly Blitz. For more information, go to goldengrizzlies.com, and we will see you next time.